The Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. Hello and thanks for joining us in Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Take a look at New York. They return victorious from an undefeated road trip back to the loving embrace of their hometown faithful.
Look, the home fans get an opportunity here to see their team during this long homestand.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Robin Lopez up there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Alan Crabb. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Irving in at point guard. And these are two of the slower teams, Chris, in the league by pace. More of a deliberate style of play.
Yeah, most teams have on their track shoes. These guys, I mean, they got on their boots. They're just walking, taking their time. But, hey, you got to have your own style of play. You know, the best thing to have in this league is an identity. So even if you play slow, play your way slow, impose your will, and then maybe you can have some success.
When you played both ways, didn't you? You played on teams that were slower and some teams that were an attractive.
Yeah, I definitely did. You know, the East Coast, sometimes you assume that style is a little slower when I played, and the West Coast, you know, that style was a little more fun for me back then, playing the faster pace. I think most players would prefer to play the free-flowing, fast pace like this.
Lopez outside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night.
Tremendous end-to-end player. I mean, throughout his career, he's been that. I mean, just think about it. Iguodala with a nice finish in transition.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Iguodala. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Drummond. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Screen by Ibaka. To the paint. Here's Drummond. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that one's good. Parker.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And stolen by Barnes. Connaughton kicks to Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Couldn't come up with that pass there. Clearly wasn't expecting it.
For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
And in a short period of time, the former UConn Husky Drummond has blossomed into an elite center, just taking the league by storm.
Now here's Irving. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 5 points so far. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
Here's Irving following the score by New York. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Irving's pump fake is dangerous. Got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens and can space the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pistons leading by 5. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Drummond the screen. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Oh, man, just an outstanding first quarter so far for him. He's doing a great job creating space and knocking down those looks. His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Here's Iguodala. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And it's Drummond missing.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy deuce.
Lopez sets a screen for Irving. High post Lopez. Iguodala with the steal. For 3, Fournier. Detroit with the rebound. 1:14 left in the first. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Look at Irving go to work off the ball screen and his man. He's always alert, constantly scanning the floor for his teammates.
Barnes kicks to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking, oh, how about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
That was from the parking lot.
Oh. That's amazing. And a wide open look for Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Iguodala. It's Fournier on the wing. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Count it.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. And we welcome you back to our special Noche. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Wizards. They've got Drummond. Hezonja's up there with Ibaka. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Iguodala in at the point guard position. There, the group New York will start the second. And Chris, if you're a Pistons fan, you have to be happy with the direction this team is headed. They have a good youthful core, a brand new arena. Things are looking up.
Well, yeah, 3 championships in the history. 2 of those were back-to-back, and another final. But if you look back at the Pistons' history, just like most organizations, it's full of valleys and peaks. And they just went through a valley for the past 7 years or so. And we'll see how things are lining up for them. It looks promising, but they have to come through and execute.
Clock at 6. Irving double team. The kick out to Barnes. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
There's nothing malicious about that play. Just isn't in a good spot and can't recover.
Back to Iguodala. A three-pointer is right on target. Iguodala's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love seeing the offense run through the big man. Drummond with great vision and terrific feet.
Irving passes to Parker. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Fires for 3. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now a timeout called. By Detroit. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Well, you look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
3 people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan, just his size and stature. And then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron, I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post. You just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor. And I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
The scrappy nature of Lopez is one of his best attributes. He doesn't give up anything easy to shoot.
And stolen by Fournier. Deflects the pass. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pistons have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Connaughton passes to Irving. Irving double team. Now the pass to Connaughton. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's New York. The offensive rebound. Drummond dishes to Fournier. And Ibaka kicks to Fournier. New York moving the ball around. Drummond gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, Kevin, when Drummond gets positioned in the post, he's a surefire scorer. The D throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he still makes the bucket.
Irving again to Iguodala. With the floater. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
and the incredible touch on the floater. Irving has this shot down to a science. That's just terrific release.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
The three misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Pass to Fournier. To the left wing. Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, give Drummond a lot of credit. He's just taking smart, high-quality shots out there. So smart and not letting the defense dictate what kind of shots he attempts.
Parker with no one around. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
And it's Irving missing.
Well, that's why his size and length are so valuable. He altered the shot and collected the glass, all in a day's work.
Iguodala kicks to Drummond. Lays it up off the glass. Drummond's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. .44 seconds left in the second quarter. Lopez is screen on Iguodala. Scooped up. To the middle. Stolen away. And here we go. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. And it's Detroit the other way. Passes to Connaughton. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Ibaka, this is to Iguodala. Out to Ibaka. Got it up. He got it up in time. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Pistons, we've got another hometown game here in Detroit. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Jay Crowder out there with Otto Porter Jr. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Mills. And it's Gasol at the center. And Marc Gasol last season setting a career high in scoring almost 20 points a game.
You know what? He's always had that ability. But what it is, he's so unselfish. His teammates have been encouraging him for years to look for his shot.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. And the layup's good off the glass. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
Rumbo, big fella Rumbo. Marc Gasol bearing down on the rim.
The three. And it's Connaughton missing. Pistons on defense. Here's Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Irving dishes to Parker. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Parker in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Mills with it. He's picked up by Irving. Gasol. He can't get that one to fall. And Detroit the other way now. Parker left side. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. And for the Pistons, we've got another hometown game here in Detroit. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Jazz, Otto Porter Jr. out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Mills. And it's Crowder in it, the threesome.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Traps in the tray. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
No good from Gasol. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. The pass to Connaughton. Irving against Butler. Irving kicks to Connaughton. Goes back up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting for Detroit.
Boy, you think about the virtuoso ball handlers in NBA history. Kyrie Irving has got to rank at the top of that list. You know, his ability to dissect defenders, get into the lane, that is the foundation of his offensive game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Lopez is checked in.
Well, they're simply having trouble getting their legs underneath them, right? They're just 1 for 5 to start things off.
Lopez, a screen on Butler. And a wide open look for Irving. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And the fans get their money's worth watching Irving. My goodness, Doris, he puts on a show.
Oh, he certainly does. He's got every move in the book. The devastating crossover, a little in and out dribble, the hesitation, the spin, the ability to stop on a dime and hit the pull-up. You don't ever know as a defender which way to go.
And the Utah Jazz back in 2014, the worst defensive team in the league by points per possession. Greg, it's been a dramatic turnaround.
And one of the premier defensive teams now in our league in terms of their imposing paint presence. Not a team that gambles for steals or deflections. They keep you in front and force you to play over the top.
It's Gasol missing. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Parker against Porter. Rebound by the Pistons. Parker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Irving kicks to Barnes. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Barnes has got 5.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target. That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Now, here is Irving. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Now Butler, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And here we go, fast break. Barnes has got it. And that one's good. Parker.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
There's Porter with the 3. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 12-4 run. On the wing, Irving. On the wing, Irving. Screen by Parker. Launches it. Another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, when Irving is in rhythm from distance like he is, turn the lights out. Defense has no answer.
Mills And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Irving passes to Barnes. Irving attacking. Lopez right side. Parker with no one around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trailed by 7. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pistons. And Butler, here we go.
Well, gentlemen, you know the expression, go big or go home. Jimmy Butler attacking with ferocity.
Irving kicks to Connaughton. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Jones checked in for Robin Lopez. Utah also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Waiters comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Patty Mills.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A nice shot by Gasol.
You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he can knock it down, and he does.
Now here's Irving. He has 7. Fires the 3. Three-pointer. Parker outside. Connaughton kicks to Parker. Another miss by Parker. Here's Waiters. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And you just love how Butler works the ball around to his guys. A selfless player who wants to make his teammates better.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
It seems like every position on the floor is doing more multitasking these days, asked to do more, play differently. So when you're thinking about guards, which do you think do the best job of generating offense, say, out of the post?
Well, the preeminent player that comes to mind is Dwayne Wade. And this is a guy who at his prime athletically was as good in the transition game as anybody in the history of the game. I know you had certain NBA analysts who have called him arguably one of the best 2 guards to ever play it. The current iteration of this guy is probably DeMar DeRozan, right? We talked about the loss of the mid-range. Well, DeMar DeRozan is excellent in the mid-range, and now they're starting to put him in the low post and let him use his size and his length to create a little fadeaway jump shot. Really pretty to watch and effective for any number of guards.
You nailed it. So on the floor for Utah, T.J. McConnell is out there with Dion Waiters. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Reed. And it's Randle in the power forward position. Irving's shot is good.
And they continue to control the glass.
McConnell passes to Randle. And Parker comes with the help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jabari Parker.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. To the paint. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and, boy, he can be tough to contain.
Crabs checked in for Detroit. Nice ball movement by Utah. Raiders for three. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Pistons leading by 8. Inside. Reed with the steal. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. And good that time.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear, this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Back to Reed. Good D by Parker. And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been 1 or 2 pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite level yet to allow this group to take that next step.
6 to shoot. They get it back. Reed. Good D by Parker.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Again, the Pistons good for 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to McConnell. Reed a screen. Here's the floater. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for McConnell.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Drills the three-pointer.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the 2nd grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money. But, boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball. And I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance, and as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it. And it didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that. Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Irving against Butler. And stolen by Butler. Here we go, 1-on-1. And slam dunk by Butler.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Grant. They set the screen. Here's Connaughton. Gasol with the steal. And here's Mills from the arc. They grab their own miss. Randall. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Parker, a screen on Butler. On its way from Irving for 2. Can't nail the jump.
No other way to put it. Just a poor. I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving dishes to Barnes. There's Parker with the 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
You're just assuming at this point every shot he takes, it's going to go in. What a shooting performance.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Marc Gasol. And so we wrap up the first half. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Jabari Parker is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jones. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. And for a Jazz team that had patiently built itself into one of the top teams in the league, how tough is it, Doris, to lose a player like Gordon Hayward?
Well, it's brutal. He was their best player, an all-star, a huge blow. Because you think about Utah fans who have harbored concerns historically about the team's ability to retain star talent. This will feed those doubts, Kev.
First one falls for him.
Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe, and in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Irving from long range. The rebound by the Jazz. And you talk about that experience at different levels, Doris, different leagues. How does that help a coach like Quinn Snyder?
Well, Kev, we see the NBA game constantly evolving. In a lot of ways, it's becoming more like European basketball with the floor spacing and ball movement. So that experience can help him think outside the box.
Now here's Parker. He's got 15. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Mills with it, covered by Irving. A shot by Ennis, nobody around. Another miss by Utah. Pistons leading by 11. Parker kicks to Jones. Good D by Gasol.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination and didn't on that one.
And Butler with the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jones with the screen on Butler. Irving kicks to Connaughton. Out to Parker. It's up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ennis kicks to Porter. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
Irving passes to Jones. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Mills. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Piston lead.
So the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
Here's the one thing, off the ball, Butler is good, but with the ball in his hands, turn the lights out.
For the tie, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, you've interviewed so many great players and coaches. What are some of the key personality traits that stars seem to share?
Yeah, I would say it's probably like somebody who's either a lawyer or a doctor, right? They're always A-type personalities. They're competitive. They're perfectionists. They have great capacity for work. I don't think you make it to the NBA unless you're incredibly committed.
Well said. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Lopez comes in for Jones. And it's Alan Crabb in for Pat Connaughton.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Crabb. Lopez a screen. Inside. Reed with the steal. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Here's Randall. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jabari Parker.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Jazz have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Both free throws good from Randall. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Barnes. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight.
This is something we've seen from Harrison Barnes since his collegiate days at North Carolina, the capacity to light it up from mid-range.
Randall no good.
Cannot believe he missed that. I'm sure he can't either.
I agree. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Jazz. A 2-point game. There's a good screen. Grab with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. Clock at 6. And on the way from Irving for 3.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business.
Wow, what a creative display by Harrison Barnes in your face. Take that.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Parker. It's good from long range. Parker's got 21 in the game.
But Kyrie doing his thing out there, setting up his teammates. A point guard in every sense of the word.
And he's good on the three ball.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. So it's Detroit now, trailing by 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jimmy Butler. Marc Gasol is out there with Randall. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's McConnell in at the point. Here's Butler. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Parker outside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in. For Jay Crowder.
Jazz substitution. Otto Porter.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
A different look here for Detroit. John Lure comes in for Parker, and Anunoby subbed in for Barnes. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He said, guys, we need to play with pace, and that'll get us some early fast break opportunities. We're playing way too predictable right now, guys.
4 on the shot clock. Gasol a screen. Here's McConnell. But they get it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Pistons trailed by 6. Right wing. The Pistons working the ball around now. Irving kicks to Lure. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Butler against Irving. Pass to Connaughton. Shoots the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. They double him with Irving. Here's Randall. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Connaughton missing. Utah leading by 5. Here's Gasol. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. It's stolen by Randall. McConnell with it. Dishes it to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
So for the Pistons, Parker's checked in for Lure, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Anunoby. Utah also making some changes. James Ennis, he'll check in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Mills in for T.J. McConnell. To the wing on the left. Parker against Randall. Fires from deep. The kick out to Irving. Here's Connaughton. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Parker passes to Connaughton. For three. It's good, and the Jazz lose. But down now to just 6 in the basket from Parker.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And they double up. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Crowder with the steal. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Picked by Randall. Butler goes in. Stripped it away. Outside, Jones. Barnes kicks to Irving. There's the dish to Parker. Keeps it alive. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Jazz leading by 6. Mills in the corner. Outside Gasol. The Jazz with another miss. Pistons shooting 41% for the game. No good from Connaughton.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Crowder goes in. Here's Gasol. Gasol can't get that one to fall.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Connaughton kicks to Parker. Irving passes to Connaughton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Connaughton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
But you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in. Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 5. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Detroit making a switch here. Collison's out there. The Jazz also changing it up. Porter comes in for Julius Randle. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Patty Mills. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collison dishes to Parker. Back to Collison. Barnes outside. Kicks it to Collison. 6 on the shot clock. It's Parker outside. The putback. Can't hit the putback. And so they foul intentionally. Irving's checked in for the Pistons. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Never a doubt on those free throws, and their lead is even more secure.
It's Parker outside. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, listen, Kev, we know this. Getting to the line has become such a big part of Jimmy Butler's game. I can't help but admire how he has put together a complete package of an NBA game. It's really a thing of beauty.
Out to Parker. They get it again. Jones. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 8. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And obviously, look, they want to finish the game strong, but right now, look at the frustration on their faces.
It's very evident, Greg. You can tell they're upset. They've got to calm down and simply play this one possession at a time. Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. It's stolen by Randall. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. 6 seconds left in the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
And so it's Utah with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.